All right, guys, let's start. Welcome to our forecast session on this beautiful Sunday evening. My name is Marcel. We are going to talk about today about some possible movements for the upcoming week. So the first thing we actually are doing right now is we are checking the news so we can, look for possible setups the upcoming week. So yeah, let's check it out. We are using Forex Factory for this one. So yeah, you can easily check out the news whenever you want and get a better insight what could be happen the upcoming week. So yeah, let's check it out. So we have a lot of high impact news the upcoming week. The last 1 or 2 weeks was pretty quiet, but yeah, for this week I'm expecting good movements, expecting on CAD, on NCD, on AUD, on Euro, USD, and GBP. So yeah, if we look at the upcoming news and those high impact events, and we keep in mind that those high impact news are some type of a tool, like the financial markets are a tool for us to make some money besides our 9-to-5 job or stuff like this. So like an opportunity to look for possible setups when it comes to the States, and for sure also trading sessions like as you guys know, we are most of the time trading London session and late New York session. So because the reason for this is really simple. So as we are looking in the past, while we was backtesting our system and our strategy and how market structure and that works, this is why I also don't have any indicators like our EMA or our DMA on my chart, because I was just focusing on psychology and how this system and how this fractal market works on a completely different level, like any other free sources of information you can get on YouTube or for free if you type in, I don't know how to trade. Let's Google this one, how to trade. Let's check it out, guys. So when it comes to this, free information, you have to keep in mind, or you have to think about, why should a broker, or why should a bank, or why should a hedge fund show me how to steal literally their money when their business goal is to take your money out of you, out of your account, by triggering your emotions, by triggering your fear, your greed, all this stuff which you have to control, or which, better said, which you have to have under control while you are trading. So there was a quote: 90% of the people lose 90% in, I don't know, 19 days, something like this or similar like this. So, and to avoid this, we are here. Kashif and myself personally are here for you guys. We want to take your trading to the next level, and we want to show you how to identify the best and most accurate trades that you can get. So in the last few weeks, we worked a lot, especially Kashif, and Kashif is, wow, his analysis are awesome, and I love this guy. I love to do business with him, and like I said, we want to take your trading to the next level. And like we said, we had already checked our news. We know that the markets are manipulated, because the Forex market, if you look at it, how it is a market of trillions of dollars, which is far more bigger than the stock market or than any other market that exists. So, but the good thing is, if you understand market structure and how we trade and how we analyze those charts, you can trade literally any asset you have in your mind. So it doesn't matter if it's Forex, if it's our stocks, if it's cryptocurrencies or stuff like this. So in the end, it's all the same. So yeah, if you have any wishes that we should analyze some pairs, just drop us a message in the community chat room here on Zoom. You can literally find it here very easily. on more and chat. So, and yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. If not, we will start right now. So yeah, let's go. Kash, if you want, you can unmute yourself so we can talk with each other and check these charts together. But yeah, only if you want.
Yeah, you can continue with EURUSD
Sure,
first.
why not? So yeah, here you guys can you see EURUSD? And now I want to show you something pretty interesting. Yeah, we always talking about weekly structure and that you don't need any indicators while you're trading, and it depends on your entries, how your trade is playing out, how you can maximize your profits, and how you can manage your loss and your risk. So keep in mind, you don't have to take 20 trades a day. You don't have to do this at all. And I'm not sure, but I think there are many people who are still doing this. Maybe some people are doing this pretty good, but most of the time when you have to manage and risk so many positions, there's a highly probably chance that you get emotional. So, and I think that, or it's a fact. It's more like a fact, not I think. I'm more from my mindset. I'm tuned in that you have to keep control of your emotions while you're trading, because trading is 90% emotion and psychology, and 10% or 5% fundamental and 5% technical analysis. So, but if you know how the system works, and we try to make it as easily as possible for you to understand. That's why we are always trying to get to the point and not talking bullshit like many other gurus out there on Facebook and selling the bullshit products. So yeah, we are also making some giveaways in the next time, like we did with Christopher, who got a live session with us, peer-to-peer. So yeah, we will still keep you guys updated. So when it comes now to EURUSD, we saw a perfect example of weekly structures. So when we are looking at a chart and we are looking at its weekly structure, it looks similar to some type of structure we also see in human psychological patterns. So and I love to show this one to you guys, because if you understand this concept behind this, you will understand very, very much things in this world, and why all these fucked up things right now on this world with COVID-19, with social distancing and all this motherfucking fucked up stuff is happening. So it's crazy. If you once you understand what is really going on, there's no going back. So, and we don't want to show you how to trade support and resistance. We don't want to trade, or we don't want you to trade the deferred touch of trend line and stuff like this, because all this what you have learned, please put this aside and just listen to us. If this is your first session with us, then please go back to your YouTube channel and check out all our previous videos, so you can make sure you get everything on a better understanding and more in depth. But yeah, if you are following us since a few webinars, since a few months, since we started, let's thank you at all. So, and as you can see here, if we are looking at EURUSD the last 2 weeks, and we are going to the Institute for Collective Trauma and Growth, we are looking for resources, and then we are looking for phases of disaster response. This chart is a visual guide designed to aid conversations about the collective trauma response. For some, it reminds them of a heartbeat. For others, it provides initial language for beginning to articulate their own personal experience, which may or may not be similar to what it might be. So, if we are looking now at this chart right now, so what we are seeing, we might could see a heartbeat, because we already had here our problem. We had this consolidation area, we had this reaction, and we had the following solution. And if we are looking at the past on different worldwide events, like now this pandemic, but not only this, but also on financial crisis 2008, or the first crisis overall in the 1920s, where the first crisis was with onions. Yeah, it's always the same, but the concept behind this and how they defined it and make it perfect or made it perfect is on a whole new level. So this is why maybe some of you in the past looked at the news, the financial news, and they said, yeah, Bitcoin will rise about $20,000 or something like this when it was at its peak in December of 2017, I think so, 2016 or 2017, but 2017 likely more. And this is like, you know, guys, you have to understand manipulation and tactic behind this and why this is happening. So you have to change your perspective about the financial markets, and overall you have to change your mindset too, because there are two different mindsets that you have to choose. So on the one side, you have to keep clear on your goals. You don't have to rush in. Just wait for the setup, wait for the perfect trade, and then you can go hard in. You don't have to take 20 or 30 trades a day to make a living out of it. If you understand how weekly structure and daily structure works, then I can guarantee you are in a good way to make consistent profits. So this is the first thing, which is pretty important if we are looking at this analysis. The second thing is that we have, if you copy that picture right about here, and you're looking at the charts, it's looking pretty similar to this chart. So, and then if we are looking at how this trend is created and how it works, even if we are talking always about traps, and it's about daily structure, problem reaction solution, and how it works on a daily time frame to trigger your emotions like fear, like greed, like hope, and stuff like this. And yeah, you know, we want that your trading is stress-free trading. It shouldn't be, it should be a little bit boring. So, but yeah, you know, you don't have to stress yourself too much because there's no reason to stress. So there was a quote from Bob Marley, if you stop to race, you are starting to begin the race. So inner peace is the new success. So, and it will help you, if you ask myself, pretty much to keep a clear and a focused mindset over all the days. So yeah, for EURUSD right now, we saw on Sunday, Monday, what I said here, on Tuesday last week or Wednesday, a mid-week reversal. So then after that, what do we see? We saw 1, 2, literally 3 touches where retail traders are induced to buy here. Why? This was an induction trend forming up on Tuesday, or better said on Sunday, Monday, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday induction. After that, we saw some type of NW formation. This could be also, you see guys, some type of daily market structure follow it by the resistance, which became a support. So when it comes to this previous high from Sunday, Monday, market makers came up and induced, or better said, they showed some resistance to get in at late New York session until Asian session, forming them or stop hunt the previous sellers were induced in this area in ADM. So this is the 1 hour time frame. So if we are going on 15 minutes time frame, it would look like an M formation like this one here. as you can see, guys. Here, so problem, reaction, solution, and this happens on a daily time frame. If you're looking for this, especially for these setups, I would definitely recommend a 15 minutes time frame. But yeah, there are some other strategies which we are using to yeah, get sometimes a better entry. But as I said at the beginning of this webinar, I'm more focusing on market structure. So to give you guys the best of content you can literally find. Yeah, and if you have some questions, you know. So after we saw on first day the midweek reversal, there was on Friday. This was, yeah, a London session, literally a few hours before the induction was starting. So we had now another one. So there's 1, 2, bird touch. We also had here some type of resistance, which became some type of support. So literally our first take profit for EURUSD would be here. So if it comes to this area, we have to take a look at it. But yeah, 30 pips, 50 pips for the first would be nice. So but the only thing is you have to keep in mind it's Sunday, it's market opening session. I wouldn't recommend to enter any trade when the market is opening because the spreads are higher. So and you know you have the chance to get in a gap and you lose your account and stuff like this if you over leverage. So depending on the pair we are trading and depending on the setup which is right now occurring, for sure you can take a trade on Monday in the night, but not in the first 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours. So wait a little bit because this is the most when it comes to session changeovers, there's always manipulation of spread. This is also I'm using, me personally, I'm using IC markets for my trading when it comes to USDCAD or all these exotic pairs or like any pair, I think so. There's always 1 hour, like here in Germany, it's 11 p.m. So in the evening, and there's for 1 hour literally a little bit of less. The markets are closed, and when it comes a few minutes before the markets are closing for this yeah, time, there are always the spreads higher, and I wouldn't recommend this at all because this is not only when it comes to the session changeovers. This is also when it comes to high impact news. So, and I think I'm pretty sure that this spike. Sorry, guys, it's a little bit messy right now here.
What we can do, Marcel, you know, because everyone here thinks that we are doing a past, you know, we should give a live example so we can back test somewhere, anywhere
Sure.
that we don't know. And we can do it on GBP, let's say GBPUSD, and we can go back to 28th February, some unknown date, and back test it right now.
Right now,
to
here's
get
the perfect example for this one.
Yeah. So how in actual life, how it plays out, you know. And how many, what is the sign of exhaustion, you know, in a trend?
That it comes to an end. So there are some different aspects you have to keep in mind when it comes to this. So the first thing is, which day of the week is it? So are there any high impact news? Is there some type of weekly structure, daily structure visible? Are there sometimes of rejections or accumulations or wedge formations, or did a resistance zone or a support zone become the vice versa from it? So like we see right about here. So when it comes to this one, I'm not sure which day this was.
7th of July, I believe. So it was
It was
Thursday,
Monday,
Tuesday,
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
Wednesday, Thursday. So
The
Tuesday,
reversal.
Wednesday, and Thursday are one of our yeah, favorite reversal days. So yeah, this previous resistance became support. After this, we saw a nice stop hunt to the high, creating a new high while making an information. So also we see here some type of daily market structure. So now on Friday, it found here some type of support, and on London session, sorry, they started to induce more buyers for the next big move. So psychological numbers in trading are 1, 2, 3. So we're looking at this chart right now. It's a bit complicated here. So sometimes you see it better. Sometimes it's a little bit of mess. But yeah, let's say this one, and this one. So one, first level rise, second level rise, third level rise, and the fourth
Is the reversal.
gets trapped all the time. So this zone hopping, is it called in Forex? So when it comes to induction trends, when it comes to third line, third touches, three touches to the trend line, and all this stuff. So you know, there's a quote. So all the good things are free. So as you can see here, it's not as you may learned. And yeah, we are looking right now. So this would be the perfect information after this resistance became a support. But not only this one. Like we said, there are also coming some type of induction trends, as we can see here. And I also found out that there are at least 2 or 3 induction trends before it comes to a reversal. So that means when it comes to these 3 induction trends, there are 3 touches to the trend line. So this is another good tip for myself, for you to yeah, note down and write down and look at your charts when you're backtesting later, and yeah, prove for yourself that this is actually working. So Kashif, if you want to say something, just yeah, chop it out, bro.
I would say that there, the most strong trade is on the 1 hour, or you can say the multi-session M or W is the best trade ever.
Yes.
That's what I found out, and it never misses. It's the second leg. You enter on the second leg, retest on W or M, and you will not. For example, let's check the gold.
Sure, bro. Sure.
And these kind of trades are mostly, they never miss.
Yes.
So for examples, if you want to try, and mostly it's over the weekends. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Like close the
I
weekends.
had an analysis for this one.
Let's say you can see, just put gold, so it will come. Yeah.
This one.
The first one. Yeah. So you see, if you check 1 hour now, and you will see an M formation and then a retest on the second leg. And it came up again to take out the sellers. This, when it fails on the second leg, it's a perfect trade from 1812 to 17, what you can say, 1795, 96. So it's a nice trade, The trend is still upward. And according to my predictions, this will not stop until there's a huge news, somehow.
Yes. Yeah, let's see. I think there could be a possibility that gold might be going down, because I'm not sure right now if this is true. Sorry if I'm talking bullshit right now, but I thought that I had read yesterday or 2 days ago that the gold will rise higher and higher. So maybe this, if we look into propaganda and stuff like this, This
I
is
think
just some
I
type of
think there will be.
introduction. And if we look at the overall market structure, and this area right about here, you know, I think there's definitely some room to go down.
Yes, and then I think then it will come back again.
Yeah,
Just going to trap sellers and then go up again. And it is never possible to go straight up without a pullback.
definitely, absolutely.
So, and the most important thing is in any what I found is to enter any dollar pair when the US market opens, and it will be the perfect time because it will be the perfect volatility, you
Hmm.
know.
Hmm.
And if you want to ignore, you want to ignore or get yourself out of manipulation, you can choose other pairs like CHF, JPY, and pair them with NZD, for example. So since gold started selling off, AUD also became weak, a bit weak.
Hmm.
As soon as I've compared gold correlation with AUD, as soon as gold will fall, AUD pair will fall like anything. So most of the time, trading in gold needs a higher margin, but trading in AUD USD has needs very less margin. So in order to no, we are not doing any RSI or MACD. We're not using it.
We are only looking at market structure.
The market structure. So when we no matter which place you go, if you will see 1 hour, you will see a nice M. It's a sell off, and there will be always a retest on the M or W. Always, no matter what.
Exactly.
And this is the kind of market structure that market maker will not ignore, but most of the people are looking either on 15-minute or 4 hours, but the 1 hour is very, very crucial for any pairs movement. You can check, even in this upside movement,
Hmm.
you see W's and M's
Yeah, definitely,
on the pullbacks
definitely,
always.
definitely.
And you will always find, if you see that this M, there is a right leg of the M here, and so you enter on the retest, not on the first leg,
Yeah,
and it will be the best trade. And the trend line is ending, just close your trade. Don't be risking too much. And we can check the main pairs: USDJPY, USDCAD. We already checked. You can check USDJPY.
sure. Let's go.
USDJPY will be, if you see 1 hour's W formation
Yeah,
on the support,
but
it
I
means,
think that this might could be a bias trap on this one,
yeah,
because for me it looks like we had here strong resistance zone which induced some buyers into this yeah to buy. While if we are looking now on the 15 minutes time frame, I think that this might could be some type of bias trap, expecting
yeah.
lower lows.
So my thing is to enter after the trap has happened.
Maybe
And
here
yes,
on
yeah,
106.400.
yeah.
So because I don't think that they will go to 106.100, and
No, they will not do that.
so
No.
but this area would be highly possible, and this would be definitely making sense because below this area right about here there are stop losses and there
Yeah,
are
they want to hit,
sell limits.
and most of the time they would like to hit maximum 20 pips to 60 pips, and
Yeah,
then they will come up
something like
again.
this. And you know this would be a bitch move if you're looking at this. So imagine, so now sellers would be induced, yeah?
Yeah. So
So,
also the guys should see if there is the movement has happened too much, like it's sold off. Now don't enter unless it does a nice formation for a buy, you know. And the
one,
best one would be
two,
at
three, bro.
it is already, I think, 2, and the third one, at least there should be 4, 3 to 4.
Yes,
Touches
4. So we already had 3. So the
the
4th will
fourth one
be,
will be a
so
reversal.
there will be probably Sunday, Monday, Tuesday induction. Then there will
Yes.
be here a buyer's trap following up, and then continuing going down to the next level to yeah, hit with the news on maybe Thursday.
JPY, yeah, JPY news is there, so it
Yes.
means it will
So
sell off
bro. Yes.
some
This is
kind of yeah.
highly possible.
And then we can check what is this, GBPUSD.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Awesome.
GBPUSD is in has nice rally towards the upside, and if you see triple retest, and that's the fourth one, and now the reversal will come at
Yes.
1.27 something,
Yes.
because it's a demand zone, 1.27.
I think they broke out.
No, they did not.
But yeah.
Yeah, they could not.
But
They
when you look
might
at the
fake
market
out.
structure compared to the weekly structure, it looks to me like a good sell. So we can also put in some EMAs or DMAs to check it out then later. But if you want to get a better entry on this one, I'm not sure. So I'm not using those EMAs very often anymore. But yeah, they can be very helpful when it comes to these areas. So when you then put in the 200 EMA,
Yeah,
looks
so
like you can get a good entry there. All right, bro. So go ahead.
the next one we can. So while everyone says that how can we enter at the right time, so if you choose one pair and continuously watch it, then you will understand its movement, what time it moves, what are the traps it sets. So you need to stick to one pair only, and if you make 4 trades on that one pair, it will be with confidence, because you would know what kind of traps it's setting. So that's my advice as well to everyone, that don't take 10 pairs, don't trade 10 pairs, take one pair, that you can, and backtest it again and again. Then it will be, it's market is like human nature. My structure is like human nature. It will repeat itself always. So you can check AUD, USD, EURUSD. Okay, EURUSD has this fake W kind of move that it's doing every time. No, if you look on the left side of the structure as well, they are doing this again and again, the same kind of formation.
Yes.
If you check, it's always a horizontal move, and then see, it's like a W induction and a fake breakout. But if you check the levels, the key levels,
Yes.
it will be according to the key levels, always. Yeah. Right now, it's trying to come out, trying its best to come out of
Oh, bro, this looks sick, man.
It's an M formation,
What the fuck is going on, man? Literally the perfect one, where resistance became support also. Now they were induced. They were inducing.
I think it will retest the 121.557 something, this zone, 12200. It's a key zone, and then sell off.
Which one?
It will there is a zone on this. If you see 2200, it's a zone. It will go up and retest this trend line from where it fell down. After retesting or trying to induce in it, it will fall off again. That's what I think. Because its market always falls from a key zone where it has, for example, if it will sell off, it will retest its place where it sell off. If it is buying, it will at least once retest its the place from where it's buying. So it will never be a straight fall
Movement.
downwards.
Yeah, that's why we have always our induction trends and stuff like this. That's why
Yeah,
it is
so
happening.
right now market is just hovering around the same area and retesting it. To my knowledge, it will induce more buyers and then sell off.
Yes.
Again, just like, you know, every week it's doing on Wednesday or Thursday a reversal.
Definitely.
And one can catch 50 to 60 pips easily on this move. You know, mostly it happens during New York session, pre-New York session, and in 1 hour afterwards. And Friday, since people close the positions, it sells off.
Yes.
So this is the point, you know, when the New Year open overlaps with the London session, that is the point where the perfect entries are there, you know, when the rejections of or the real moves happen. So we have to catch those moves. And the next we can check crude oil. To my knowledge, according to fundamental news, crude oil, what is this called? Storage is full beyond Meyer. So right now, as I told everyone last time as well, that crude oil is dying right now. It has reached max resistance to
Yes.
41, 42. So yeah, it will, the bigger, in maximum, it will go down to 38 or 37. That's it. And it will keep moving around this zone sideways. And what will happen? USDCAD will suddenly, you know, as soon as the oil prices will become weak, USDCAD will go to a buy again. And unless the
Yes,
economy is
literally it's
open,
the same.
yeah.
So,
Un-
but I think London is 1 hour later or something like this. So, what year?
yeah. So we can even discuss the sessions. What kind of movements happen during sessions, you know, overlap. And that would be much better, you know. Why we miss the right entries? Because we are not concentrating on the session overlap where the actual volumes come into play, you know. And I would suggest that don't enter, you know, your full
Capital.
for example, if you want to enter 3 lots, don't enter 3 lots right away. Enter in 3 different places, you know. And for example, and after that confirmation, that is also the thing. And backtesting is very, very, very important for any
Yes.
of your strategies.
Always.
Mostly, mostly what I have found is action happens during London Open 1 hour, and the action happens only during New York Open. So after that, it's just you know, the volume goes out because the big players go out. So don't enter when there is no volume.
Exactly.
That is my suggestion. That's why, you know, we hit our stop losses. The market goes choppy,
That's
and
also the reason why we are always looking for liquidity zones.
yes,
So, for reversals and setups and stuff like this. So yeah,
yes.
guys, we only have less than a minute left.
New York session is different. London session is different, and Frankfurt session is different.
Yes.
Frankfurt session, we don't. I don't think so. We have Frankfurt.